I don't think body count should matter at all, but someone in the chat made a really good point earlier, and they said you're a high roller, but you don't want to pay the bill, and I think that's funny.
Wait, what?
Like you called yourself a high roller earlier, a top earner, or whatever.
I didn't call myself a high roller.
You said something about yourself making money, and then they said that, but he doesn't want to pay the bill, and I thought that was a funny point.
Are you redirecting the conversation here, or
kind of? I just never got a chance to put that point in earlier, but.
Why is it funny?
'Cause like, why are you talking about how much money you make if you don't want to pay the bill?
I wasn't bragging. We were talking about marriage, and I said because I'm a high earner, I have certain concerns when it comes.
Why don't you pay the bill on the first date? That's funny.
Why is that funny?
'Cause you're like someone that feels the need to call himself a high earner but doesn't want to pay.
I didn't feel the need. We were having a conversation about marriage, and I
just think it's funny.
I wasn't like bragging. Oh, I'm a fucking high earner. Like I'm not bragging. It was just in the context of the conversation about marriage. And I was making my argument that because I do make a decent amount of money, I have greater risk than a guy who's making an average salary.
You and your money.
Also,
what do you mean, you and my money? You think I'm like, I got a big ego about money. I really don't. I wear fucking $20 flannels.
No, you just don't want to pay the bill. You do kind of have a weird thing around money and like women and stuff and how much you make. Yeah, for sure. There's some like stuff going on, 100%.
What do you mean there's stuff going on?
Like with not wanting to pay the bill and like worrying about how much money you're making.
Why don't you want to pay the bill? Maybe there's something going on with you. You don't want to pay the bill. Are you a feminist? Do you believe in gender equality? I'm asking you a question.
Anyways, you're a high earner, but you don't pay the bill.
See, it's so funny. Like, it's not a question of the money necessarily. It's not about me not being able to afford it. That's not the issue. I just don't want to waste my money on someone who doesn't deserve it.
I actually wrote a song about it.
Wrote a song about what?
He's a high earner, but he doesn't pay the bill.
Did you do like cocaine in the bathroom or something?
No.
That was a lovely song. Well done.
Thank you.
You should try out for American Idol.
Thank you.
That's well. Look, when it comes to paying the bill, we as men, we don't know you. We don't know if you're worth it yet. So we're not going to pay to find out. I don't get this pushback against equally investing into the start of a relationship. I bet most of you would describe yourselves as feminists. I bet most of you would say you believe in gender equality, equality between the sexes. But it's funny, when that check comes, y'all are really quiet about being feminists and believing in equality.
My gender equality goes straight out the door when it's time to take the trash out.
I believe that.
I stand by that.
Yeah, I don't consider myself a feminist.
I don't either.
But back in the day, they used to provide for women because they worshipped women, not because... Yeah, like if I'm going to be a feminist and think that women should be worshipped, then I think the man should pay. Back in ancient times, they used to worship women.
I don't think it's because they worshipped women. It's because women provided something very unique, solely and exclusively to their husband, that is not really happening today. For instance, their body.
What? Oh.
Women are still the bearers of life.
Yeah, but the woman's body is supposed to be a temple for the man.
Okay.
So much disagreements.
I think it is entirely reasonable to take Brian has, where he doesn't want to invest money into a woman that he has no idea what her motives or intentions are.
But that's a bad way to go into something, being like suspicious of someone like that.
Aren't women suspicious of men?
Yeah.
When they go on first dates?
If I'm not like going into it being like suspicious, no.
I would be suspicious.
Most women are like,
normal.
Let me ask, would you, if a guy invited you over to his house before meeting him, like out in public on the first date, would you do it? Or would you prefer to meet him in public first?
I would prefer to meet in public
Why
first.
is that? What are you suspicious of?
Or
is it just being...
No, I just wouldn't want to give him any ideas, because if you go over to a guy's place like that, they're going to assume you want to have sex with them.
Could it also be a safety thing? You'd rather meet in public for safety reasons?
No, I just honestly don't want to give someone the idea that I want to fuck them if I don't.
So you're not even thinking about the fact that he could literally...
do something?
Kill you?
Murder?
No, not really.
Okay.
Listen...
I'm more trusting in men than that.
There are crazy people. This is not a men
I
or
think
women
there's
thing.
a lot of
There
really
are
good
just
guys out there that want to protect and provide for women.
You're totally right. In fact, most men are, but there are
That
really
don't wanna hurt women.
there are really bad guys. When my daughter's 18, I tell her, listen, like you need to know someone before you are in a private place with them. That's like basic safety 101. I'll buy her a gun and give her a can of bear mace. You need to take care of yourself. You need to be careful. There are just twisted psychos out there. It's true. There are predators out there. That's just a safety thing.
Yeah,
It's
but I
true.
wouldn't go to someone's house just to, like if I didn't know them first.
That's good.
But-
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah. Yeah.
So wait, what was your thing? You
Where were we?
fucking bro. Like, it's just so fun. Like, I don't get this pushback. Like, I believe in egalitarianism. I believe in equality. Like, I know you guys didn't want to take the what's it called? The title of feminist, but do you guys all believe in equality?
There's no such thing as equality. We're made differently. Our brains think differently. Our bodies work differently. There's no equal, but there's fair as we can get, but there's no like really
Do you-
equal. It's like comparing apples to oranges.
I don't know. I think that there's
I agree.
personally like things that women can do that men can't do, and things that men can do that women can't do. And I say that in the sense of even like a woman having a baby and a man getting her pregnant. A
Okay,
woman
so
can't
do you
that.
let your man lead into the relationship? Do you submit to him?
I did, and I do. Naturally, I do, and I wish I didn't. But yeah. 100%.
So let me ask you guys a question. In your relationships with men, would you consider your, let's say, long-term partner, is he the head of the household? Does he have final say?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I trust him. If he's adamant about something and is like, this is what
Okay,
it is, then
fair- fair enough,
All right,
fair
baby,
enough.
you're right.
It depends on the
I
point,
trust
though,
you.
because if I'm feeling really passionate about it, I won't let him get his way.
Let me ask you a question. Would you let him tell you to stop doing sex work? He
Yeah,
puts his foot
I
down and says
mean-
no more sex work.
No.
Okay, so no.
then he's
I'm
not.
feeling really passionate
So
about
then he's
that
not
one.
the head of the household, is he?
He's not the head of the household.
I just don't think he would ask me to do that.
Yeah, exactly. The head of the household doesn't want me to quit sex work. He loves that I do sex work.
What if everything
That's
else
great.
about him is perfect?
So your conceptual head of the household man just is.
He just
Man, this is
wouldn't-
hard to wrap
he's
your head
cool
around.
with it. Like,
I mean, I've found guys like that don't care about what I do.
I mean,
Not
is he like a
everyone
millionaire?
cares so much
If he's
about
a
that.
millionaire, then maybe I'd consider it. but-
Usually they're also in like an entertainment industry of some
You're,
kind.
you're totally okay with this conceptual dominant head of the household man as long as he's okay with you doing everything that you do whenever you want to do it, and there's no give at all.
Well, you said sex work.
no, it's not like that. There's
Oh.
obviously like you don't do whatever you want whenever you want. That's
Yeah.
not how a relationship works. They're cool
Okay.
with certain things,
But
and there's
look-
some things they're not cool with.
Look,
and that's it.
As far as the whole paying for the date thing. So women want men to do all this traditional stuff, opening the door, paying for the date, gifts, flowers, providing. In my view, these are reserved for women who are worthy of them. Just like women are not obliged to sleep with you on the first date, so too are men are men not obliged to provide for you on the first date.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
I feel like, both stances could be right. Like men who are comfortable paying and men who are not, like
then they
it's
don't
up
get
to
to
your
go out with
discretion what
us,
you want to
and
do
that's
with your
that.
money.
If
Look-
you don't want to pay on the first date, then that's fine. Then you're not going to go out.
But
Yeah.
for a lot of women, it's like you want a guy. This falls into a few different categories, but just like we as men have to prove ourselves to you before you sleep with us, I'm of the opinion, and I'm instructing men to do this. You should be screening women just as hardcore as they're screening you. So I think you should wait to provide until men should wait to provide until you've proved yourselves to us. You don't get the benefit of my provisioning until I know you are only talking to me. Because like I said earlier, one of the main reasons I don't want to pay for a girl on a first date is these girls are dating multiple dudes. They're sleeping with multiple dudes. You don't get my provisioning until I know you are only talking to me.
I think that's
How
fair.
do you know they're sleeping with other dudes though?
You have to make that assumption in 2023. That's how people
But
move.
like some of them really are not like dead ass. Like
Bro,
are really
they
not.
are.
You can't.
That's
you
just the
can't
thing,
assume
though.
we're
Like,
Okay,
you
so-
never know, so you have to take
Look,
precautions.
so if they're not, then you still do the vetting process, maybe 2 or 3 dates, and you determine they're not, and then you feel comfortable, and then you move on in the relationship as normal.
Yeah.
Let's
Wait,
say let's say
you're
they're
saying
not.
that they go out just to eat and they don't actually like you?
What do you mean?
Like you're saying like you're worried that someone's just gonna like you don't want to give your like provisioning and providing for until you know that she's like just with you, right? But you're
Pretty
saying
much.
like you're worried that someone who would go out with you that they don't actually like you, they just want the meal.
A lot of
Some-
girls do that.
Some girls do that.
A lot
Some girls
of
do
girls
that.
do that.
Look, I know how people move. People have like 5 dates in a week with different dudes. Even average chicks can fucking get.
Did you remember that the thing that he pulled up? She literally said that she went on 6 dates a week just to pay for
Yes.
groceries.
Thank you for bringing that up,
Yeah,
Kelly.
but some
Hold on,
guys
hold
are
on.
okay with like paying for dates, you know, but he's not personally. So it's like I would think that the girls that would date you would know like, oh, he's not cool with paying for dates. So like I'm not gonna do that with him, you know?
He's
Well, I'm
not
not-
cool paying
Don't know it
for
on the
dates
first
on the
date.
first date. He doesn't want to waste his money. Like a man doesn't.
It's not about the money. It's not about the money. $10, $10, $20, I don't care. It's about principle. Go ahead,
It's about
Kelly.
deserving.
I would just think
deserving
girls
it.
like that are want like free dates and like they would just do that with guys that are cool with stuff like that.
Yeah, but
But a lot
most,
of
know that.
most girls assume that the guy's gonna pay, because that's how it is for the most part. Look, a lot of women are just so accustomed to men doing all this extra shit, moving mountains just for a chance at you. Because look, there's no shortage of simps. That's your clientele. So look, I mean, I want to point out one thing: a woman who requires romance just really doesn't like you that much, because she never required that like really hot dude, that really exciting dude to be romantic,
That's
to
true.
pay for anything.
Yeah.
Wait,
Girls,
what?
so like,
Like when you're really into a guy, you'll just fuck him because he's so hot, kind of thing, right?
yeah,
And
girls.
he doesn't do anything for you at all?
I've definitely been there, done that.
Definitely.
Bro, there's- yeah, girls like the super hot guy, they don't need him to pay because they're happy to get with him. But like the guy that they think they're settling for, even though most of these guys are actually on their level, because a lot of women view themselves as more attractive than they actually are. They have an overinflated sense of self. They have a big ego. They have fucking 100 simps in their DMs. They download Tinder.
But that
There's
guy's
1,000
paying for
dudes.
some girl.
The super.
He might not be paying for all the girls that are just fucking him like to do it, but he is paying for some girl out there
I guess.
for sure.
So you expect men to pay?
No, it's
You
not.
said-
It's not black or white thinking with me. Okay,
Okay,
it's
whatever.
based on like the situation.
Well, earlier you said it was disgusting. If
No, I said I was turned off. I changed my wording. Remember, I said saying disgusted was too harsh, and that I wish that I would have said, I retracted the statement and said, yeah.
well, okay, a lot of women, I think a couple of you guys.
The guys that I want to fuck are guys that are gonna pay on the first date. It's like not. It's my preference. Sue me.
Hey, look, you're entitled to have your preference. I guess my issue is that you expect men to pay,
Yeah.
yet you do sex work.
My issue is I don't give a fuck. Like I can do sex work and I can expect men to pay. I'm still a human being
wait,
and
why
I'm
does
allowed to
that
have
mean that?
preferences. Like
Well-
I'm
this
trying to
is so
find-
Sure.
degrading.
It's not degrading.
Why
it's
does it
just
Your
mean that?
problem is that I do sex work and that's not degrading.
I didn't
like you
I didn't say
clearly
that.
Wait, I just don't get it. Why do you say
I said
like,
that. Hold
oh,
on, just a point of clarification. I said that your problem is that you expect men to pay, yet you do sex work. What I'm trying to get at is you have a rather traditional stance on who should pay, yet you are quite non-traditional.
Okay, and my problem is that you expect girls to go halves on the first date and you're not even that attractive.
Okay, ad hominem.
I don't know what that means.
All right, bro.
Wait, so I just want to clarify. You're saying because she does.
What?
and
Hold on,
we do.
hold on. So you've just attacked my physical appearance.
Well, you attacked my career.
I didn't attack
Your
your
problem
career.
with me having a preference because of my job.
because you have a rather traditional stance on who should pay, yet you are quite non-traditional. I didn't ad hominem attack your physical appearance.
What does ad hominem mean?
Ad hominem, it's like a personal attack.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're saying is if I was more physically attractive, then I could get away with demanding equality? That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Guys that I'm...
You think I'm wrong because of my physical appearance to want to split the bill?
I think she was saying that.
Or do you want to walk back what you just said?
Do you want to let her answer?
No. It's
Go,
the words
Eliza.
came out of your mouth. She's not going to defend
Yeah,
you.
but
Go
my
ahead.
mouth goes on her pussy, so she knows what I'm thinking.
I think she was saying that it was a low blow to talk bad about her career, so she did a low blow back.
It's
Exactly.
not. It's
That
really
wasn't-
not, though. It's totally different. So I'm going to kindly ask you to leave.
This is Sparta!
All right, I have to take her with me.
That's fine.